Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, all the participants. In the words of Shakespeare, ignorance is the curse of God. Knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven. With this note, I welcome all the attendees, all the participants to this faculty development program to guide us towards better understanding, thoughtful innovation, and stronger academic growth. A very good morning to one and all. I, Dr. Karuna S. Bhosle, and it is my honor to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the 2-week online faculty development program on Unlock the Power of AI in Education and Research, organized by the Department of First Year Engineering, BTech, School of Engineering and Technology, Pimpri Chinchwad University, Pune. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the visionary leadership of the Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust, founded in 1990 to deliver the quality education from KG to PhD. The trust, under the guidance of our chairman, Shri Dhaneshwar Lange, Vice Chairman, Srimati Padmatai Bhosle, Secretary, Shri Vittal Karbo, Treasurer, Shri Shantaram Garade, Trustee and Chancellor, Shri Harshavardhan Patil, Executive Director, Dr. Girish Desai, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Govind N. Kulkarni, and Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sudip D. Thepde. Their visionary leadership continues to be a striving force behind the academic excellence and institutional innovation. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the conveners of this FDP, Dr. R.G. Biradar and Dr. Mayur Jakate, whose efforts have shaped the vision and execution of this meaningful academic initiative. I also extend warm greetings to all the directors, deans, head of departments, faculty colleagues, and all enthusiastic participants from various institutions across the country. Now, I would like to invite Dr. V.N. Patil, Dean of School of Engineering and Technology. Sir has 30 plus years of teaching experience. Sir is an eminent teacher, visionary leader, and powerful orator. Sir's perspective will set a meaningful tone for the event and greatly enrich the learning experience. I would request Patil sir to grace the FDP by his presence. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, all. Myself, Dr. V.N. Patil, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, PCU Pune. Welcome you all for the work FDP, Unlock the Power of AI in Education and Research. Now, I found that the response is huge. I think 1,015 participants are there for attending this workshop, online mode and offline mode as well. This AI is today's the topic. It is a buzz around all over the world today. I attended one workshop which was held in Malaysia. The crisis, whether to go for adoption of AI in manufacturing, in education. Actually, the welcome for AI is in medical field is all over world it is welcome without any hurdle. But in education as well as in manufacturing sector, whether to go for AI or not, because of other reasons, everybody knows about it. Because the danger of AI, I think since 1992, I'm just observing the changes and witnessing the changes, actually observing and as well as witnessing the changes and also learning the changes. Because in 1992, the internet, all these facilities are not available. Even the mobile phones are not available. But as days goes on, we used to adopt all this technology. But when usually we used to remember the phone numbers, birthdays. But today, no one is bothered to remember phone numbers. Even birthdays, we are we came to know from Facebooks and all. These are the problems. So we are losing our memorizing power. Human being is overall they're losing the memorizing power. Even though because of calculators and computers, we are losing the ability of calculating the fast using our this own thinking and all own skill. We are losing our skill sets one by one. So the danger of AI may be there, but we have to find out the balance, trade-off using new technology, as well as we should not lose our ability of because of AI, we may lose our critical thinking ability also. That is where danger the people are finding because everything we are getting ready-made, even the article or even the speeches you want to give. So all those if in one shot on Chat GPT, I think in India, most of the users for Chat GPT are in India. That is observation noted. I just gone through this yesterday to the newspaper. The Chat GPT highest users are in India. I don't exactly not remember the exact figure, but the highest users are found in India. So the ready-made speeches, ready-made writing, ready-made drafts, and even the calculation analysis we are getting used with the help of AI. For young people, young students to whom we are going to train, they should not lose this ability of critical thinking, analyzing, logical thinking, everything. That we should take balance of using this technology and as well as the learning also. So the speakers, well-known speakers, there are 2 week program. The well-known speakers are there. I hope you all of you will enjoy all these sessions because we cannot run away from this new technology. We have to welcome, but with very good trade-off and balance. We have to find it out while this thing. I gone through some schematic scholar tool, EndNote tool. These tools are very interesting, but we should not forget about our ethical this thing because using AI, if you try to write paper, we may came across some unethical thing that we should not we should avoid it actually. So how to use technology effectively? We should not lose ethical values as well as we should not lose critical thinking and memorizing things. So all human capacity we should not lose. That balance we have to find out. And I hope all of you will enjoy. You will find the balance of all these things, and the experts will teach you how to effectively use this technology in our education and as well as in research. That is our topic today. So thank you very much. Once again, I welcome and I thanks to first year department, Dr. R.G. Virazdar, Mayur Jakate, Karuna Bhosle, and all his team for organizing such a wonderful workshop for 2 days, 2 weeks, sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your insightful speech on the importance of AI in our day-to-day life. Sir has elaborated how to enhance and how to use AI for our education and research purpose. Thank you, sir. Now, we as an organizing team heartily welcome to our keynote speaker for day 1, Dr. Amol C. Admuti. Sir is Professor and Head of Department of Information and Technology, RIT College, Sangli, Maharashtra. Sir is Senior Member in IEEE. Sir has received Best and Young Engineer Award from Institution of Engineers. Sir is Associate Editor in JEET. Sir is an Honorary Member of IUCEE. Sirs, today's session on AI in higher education trends and prospects promises to lay a strong intellectual foundation for this episode. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this journey toward AI integrated pedagogy and research excellence. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. Now, I request Admute sir to start with his session.
Hello. Whether I'm audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vijay Patil, Dr. R.J. Biradar, Dr. Karuna Bhosle, madam. Thank you me for inviting this session on unlock the power of AI in education and research. And the title of today's session is AI in higher education trends and prospects. I welcome all the participants for this FDP. Kindly acknowledge whether the screen is visible, madam. Hello. Whether the screen is visible, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
No problem right now.
Yes. Our today's session is on AI in higher education. What are the trends and future prospects? I am Dr. Amul Admote, working as Professor and Head of Information Technology at RIT Islampur, Sangli. So we'll start from a big perspective. So what is a technology adoption? So artificial intelligence, ICT, blockchain, all are technologies, and technology adoption is important to an individual, an organization, as well as a nation. Development of technology is one part, whereas technology adoption is another part. India is not a leader in technology development. Still, we are followers. So today we are talking about the part how we can adopt the technology, more specifically, how we can adopt artificial intelligence technology. So a basic definition of technology adoption is it is the process by which an individual or an institute or organization and society begins to use it and integrate a new technology in their practices. So technology adoption is important part, and we have seen the failures of individuals, nations, and organizations which fails to adopt the technology, and Nokia is one of the example. So before going to the point of AI, so we are seeing in a broad perspective what is technology, what is the history, and then how we can think about AI adoption. So what are the stages of technology adoption? So based on the very famous Rogers diffusion theory, so these are the 5 stages. The first stage is becoming aware of the technology. So technology is already developed by someone else, and now we are aware about the technology, the product or service. Then developing interest and understanding the potential of the technology. The second step, whether this technology is really beneficial for us or not. Then the decision is choosing whether we are going to adopt the technology or we are going to reject it. So early adopters and late adopters, these are two categories. And then we are starting the use of the technology and then evaluating its benefits and its continuation. So these are the general steps for any technology adoption. We need to understand what are the different factors that influence the technology adoption. And there are lot many different theories are available in the literature. But these are the important factors because we are thinking about how we can adopt AI into higher education. So in general, we need to understand different factors that impact the adoption. So there are many factors in general for technology adoption. So there are technological factors, whether the technology is easy to use, whether it is accessible, what about the security and privacy concerns, and what regarding the compatibility with the existing systems. So when we are talking to adopt any new technology, already we are using some technology. So compatibility with the existing system is important. So these are the technological factors. Organizational factors are also important. So leadership support, whether ICT policies are already framed or not. We need funding to adopt new technologies and the infrastructure and digital culture. The overall culture of the organization. So we are not talking only related to education institute, but any organization. Basically, what is the purpose to adopt new technology? The basic purpose is the technology help the organization to improve its productivity, satisfy its customers, overall improve the business. Third factor, which is influencing the technology adoption, is user attitude. The user is either the employee or the end user. Then what is the motivation? What is the perceived usefulness by the human factor? So human factor is important. So in many institutes, in many universities and colleges, we are using Windows operating system. If I suddenly take a decision that from tomorrow we want to move to a Linux operating system platform, then a human factor is a very crucial in this case. There is a possibility that everything is available, but human factor, the users, the employees are not ready to adopt this technology easily in one day. So there are environmental factors. So what are the government policies? What are the current market trends? What is the perception of the employers? There are so many things. And the last one is cultural and linguistic factors. So especially in India, adoption depends on language localization and socio-economic context. So whenever we are thinking to adopt any new technology, so when I'm saying technology, it may be a product, it may be a service. So these are the different factors that influence the adoption. And again, whether we are adopting it, accepting it, or rejecting it, and how fast we're accepting the technology depends on all these factors. So another model given by Davis, this is again an old model, a lot of literature is available. And according to this model, the technology acceptance model, the user perceptions and attitudes towards the technology is the important part. And the author presented two core variables, perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. If the person believes that this technology will improve the performance of an individual and organization, and second is the degree to which a person believes using the technology will be free of effort. If these two factors are good, then it will influence the attitude, then it will influence the intention, and it will convert into actual use. For example, if a teacher or a student may adopt a AI. In this case, a teacher may adopt a AI in grading tool if they perceive it useful. It will save the time and ease of use. So there are many multiple models available. And right now, as Vijay Patil sir mentioned, ChatGPT usage is increased exponentially. That means that the aid users, the students and faculties are finding that it is useful as well as ease of use is very good. So before talking about the artificial intelligence in more detail, let's take a simple example, how ICT is adopted in India. So recently we have adopted ICT and it is reached to the end user. And this is a very good case study for us, how we have adopted ICT and how we can plan for adopting artificial intelligence. So this is the history that I'm talking about for ICT. So the initiative is taking long back in 2004. So why I'm giving this the brief information, we want to see the picture in a broad view. So what is the technology? What are the adoption? How we need to adopt it? Its roadmap, the previous case study of ICT, and then we can think for how we can adopt AI in a most effective way. So in 2004, National Mission on Education Technology, ICT launch, and this is launched by Ministry of Education to enhance learning through ICT. And they're focusing on how we can create e-content, how to build different virtual labs, and promote connectivity among universities and colleges. They have provided funds to build the infrastructure. So they have started in 2004, and the foundations of NPTEL and SWAYAM to the Ministry of Education was started in 2004. Then 2008, National Knowledge Network initiated where the aim was to connect more than 1,500 higher education institutes and research labs via high-speed broadband network. So video conferencing facilities, cloud computing, digital libraries, and then remote teaching through IIT to state universities. So in 2004, the policy, the aim was finalized. And in 2008, the focus was on infrastructure, how to provide the infrastructure through required high-speed internet and cloud computing technologies. Then, if you focus on a next milestone, 2012, so it is based on National Repository of Open Educational Resources. And first time it is promoted to multilingual and multimedia learning materials. So content creation for UG and PG was focused here. Then second important milestone is 2016 SWAYAM launch. So it provides free online courses from IITs, IIMs, and it is integrated to academic credits. So this is another a good vision and policy. So UGC's credit transfer regulation is promoted. So why we are providing this? So the objective is to empower students with flexible self-paced learning opportunities. So India is a very diverse country. The resources are not available at all the places. So this kind of initiative will help students to provide or to reach to best available resources. In 2017, another milestone, digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing was promoted. So national platform for e-content in regional languages. So again, they are focusing their reach to all the corners of the nation. Initially, it was promoted for only school education, then expanded to teacher education. The flipped classroom and device-based blended learning is focused. So this is another great milestone. In 2019, another EPG Pathshala initiative and 32 DTH channels are made available for higher education lectures. So we have seen 2020 how ICT help us to conduct our lectures in online mode. So online lectures, remote proctoring, virtual labs help us to keep the students and faculties in line with the curriculum. So use of different tools like Zoom, Google Meet, MS Teams. So many different tools are developed in 2020. And with this kind of technology adoption, and we have seen very quickly Indian education sector adopted these new technologies. So in 2021, another milestone. So AICT and UGC supported suit for digital transformation of university administration. The first task was the vision, second, infrastructure, third, online sessions, lectures to students, then fourth, DTH channels, and now they're focusing on digital transformation of universities for administration purpose. So different modules were available for admissions, HR, finance, exam. So this is another shift from teaching learning to administration. So ICT is used for teaching learning as well as administration. So there is a change in the role. And now after 2022, so with the help of new technologies, the virtual labs and AR, VR technologies, the interactive simulations are available to learn engineering concepts, physics, biology, and even they are available for all the disciplines, pharmacy, biotechnology. 2023, the Future Skills Prime and Indian Knowledge System, another milestone. So under this scheme, 6 lakh students are trained in AI, cybersecurity, and data analytics. This is the first step. So from ICT to AI, so this is the first step, AR, VR to AI, cybersecurity, and data analytics. So we have already started. The government has already initiated the use of artificial intelligence into Indian education system. And now ICT competency become mandatory. So we have started with a vision, how we can use it, then how we can develop the resources, and we have reached to the stage mandatory in NAC criteria and MBA evaluations. The same we are going on. So AI and ICT integration is the initiative taken by UGC, and the guidelines for blended learning, hybrid degrees, AI ML models in the different UG and PG courses, as well as the schools they have initiated. And we are now accepting AI tutors, different plagiarism tools, different assessment mechanisms, which are AI enabled in this case. So AICT mandated digital content creation. So if you refer the new NBA guidelines, so a weightage is given for poem courses and also weightage is given for digital content creation. And now in 2025, focusing on digital universities and how we can adopt the AI technologies, IoT and blockchain for smart campus. So this is the journey, this is the case study, how ICT is adopted in higher education. So now we briefly summarize what are the different adoption stages for ICT. So, and what are the key initiatives which are taken? The first is policy and strategic vision by the UGC and ministry. And here national and institutional policies for ICT integrations are framed. Second part, once the vision is set, the infrastructure development. So investment in devices, connectivity, cloud and software is initiated, funds are provided. Third is capacity building. So obviously the human resource is important part. So how to train the faculties and students, and again admins in the IT tools. So HR policies are framed. Content development is focused, and how to develop the contents in multiple languages, video lectures and virtual labs. Then teaching learning process adopted the ICT through blended, flipped and online learning integrations. We are using different simulation tools, digital whiteboards, online proctoring systems. Later on, ICT is used in assessment and evaluation. So we have adopted digital exams, automated grading, plagiarism checks, then administration and governance. So it is now we are very familiar and comfortable with doing all the tasks with ICT. Research and collaboration. So we are using ICT tools to draft the paper to publish it. Then we are using the data analytics tools to monitor the usage and give a feedback. And last one is ICT for diverse learners. So these are the steps, the way we have adapted ICT technology in education institutes. So I have mentioned different examples and tools initiatives. So how we can use it. So this is the journey of ICT. So what we have discussed two parts. First is what is technology, the technology adoption, the different characteristics or features when we want to adopt a technology, and then an example of how ICT is integrated or adopted in India in higher education. Now we'll move towards the part which is now a buzzword. So artificial intelligence. So this is not a new term to us. So artificial intelligence, it is changing the entire world, and we need to first understand its impact. So before adopting the technology, we need to understand its impact. The first impact is there is a shift from the routine task to cognitive and creative skill set. So what is the requirement? Why want to adopt AI and how we want to adopt AI? So AI is a technology which is productive for all organizations. So it may be engineering college, it may be pharma, it may be arts and commerce. The employers' expectations from the students are changing, from the graduates are changing. So we need to understand that AI can automate the repetitive jobs And due to this, there is increasing demand for human-only skills like creative thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence. But AI is improving in a very fast way, and again, AI is doing few, or I can say many tasks in the area of critical thinking and creativity. So we need to find out the different domains where the tasks are not repetitive and there is scope for human only skills. And we need to ask our students to focus on these skills. So according to the report of World Economic Forum 2025, it predicts that 85 million jobs may be displaced. So this is again a shift. So when ICT or the computerization started, there was a huge change in the way we operate, and some of the jobs are completely replaced with new jobs, new trends. So we need to train our students to focus on the soft skills where problem solving and adaptability, collaboration is important. Specifically, when we're talking about Indian IT sector, so AI is not part of only IT sector. So all the sectors, manufacturing, biotechnology, pharma, commerce, finance, medical, they're adopting artificial intelligence. And so there is need to understand AI from all the students of different domains. So there is major shift in Indian IT sector where the coding jobs are now reduced at certain extent, and there is need to think about from the perspective of solution design and innovation. So Indian IT sector is still an application-based sector where we are using the already developed products and building applications to the end user. The applications may be from finance sector, banking sector, insurance sector, but Indian IT companies have not developed any new technology yet. There is no any breakthrough. So we need to move on and go ahead from the routine and repetitive jobs, because now AI tools are available that can build the repetitive applications like web applications and mobile applications. And there is a drastic shift in last 1 year from the industry perspective. The jobs for a simple website developer and a small mobile application developer are reduced very drastically. So we need to focus on design thinking and interdisciplinary approach. And according to NASCOM, 80% of future roles will require a mix of cognitive and emotional intelligence skills. So see, this is the impact of AI. This kind of impact we have not seen in case of ICT, but AI, this new technology is changing the entire perspective. So this may be different than the ICT. Then second is rise of tech and AI hybrid skills. So hybrid skill set is important, and there is need to reskilling. There is need to learn new skills which are AI related. So maybe there are some predictions given. So the prediction is 50% of employees will need reskilling in AI related tools according to the report. And already Indian government and NASCOM and ministry have taken initiative regarding this upskilling. So the way, so when we're talking about technology adoption, the rate of AI penetration, the rate of artificial intelligence adoption is fast as compared to ICT technology. So we need to integrate, we need to adopt AI literacy in our education sector very quickly. So the word called as T-shaped professionals. So now this is a need. So previously we are saying master of one and jack of all. So master of one is preferred. But now the way industry is changing, So it is very difficult for IT industry to give specialized manpower to each task. So now slowly for few industries they are saying jack of all is better than master of only one. But we can say now we can move ahead with a T-shaped professional where deep knowledge of one area with broad understanding of the across disciplines is important task. So we cannot avoid the breadth. So the breadth in terms of what are the new technologies, what are the new skill set, what are the new AI tools available in the market, what are the employer expectations. The rate of change of employer expectation is very fast. So the education institutes, the leaders must understand the space at which the industry and the technology development is changing and how we can adopt it. Then due to ICT and now artificial intelligence, continuous learning, self-learning, lifelong learning, these terms which are part of our POs are becoming very important. So the technology is changing very fast. The front-end technologies are changing every 3 months. If you see the Gartner strategic technology list, the technology is changing very rapidly. And the advanced countries have developed or they are in process of developing the technologies of 2050 and the market is huge. And unfortunately, we are not thinking about development of a new technology, but still we are thinking how we can adopt it and the adoption rate is still very less. So we need to teach our students. So from this word of AI, it is necessary, it is mandatory to go with the self-learning and lifelong learning skill sets because the technologies are very change, they are changing very fast. And the micro credentials, MOOCs, nano degrees are replacing long-term degrees. So this is again, universities can think about how they can go with such kind of platforms, nano degrees, micro credentials. Maybe we can offer extra credits to these students. So employers favor candidates with self-learning portfolios like GitHub and Kaggle and AI Project Showcase. So adoption to this digital workplace, remote AI tools, virtual collaboration is mandatory for faculties and students. So we cannot avoid it. Next is domain-specific AI skills integration. So AI tools are available for all the domains of finance, laws, education, manufacturing, healthcare, but the curriculums are not updated according to the AI skills integration. The pharma, biotechnology, maybe civil engineering, maybe commerce, maybe finance, they are not adopted artificial intelligence in their curriculum. This is AI assisted tools are very much important to increase productivity of any individual in all these domains. So what is the role of the end users from these domains? Their role is only limited. The tools are developed, they are available, and how they can adopt it and increase their productivity. Whereas if we are talking from the perspective of engineering students, computer science students, mechanical students, their role is not only to adopt the AI technology, but adopt the AI technologies and develop new technologies. So this leads to new startups in India. So how we can develop new products and new technologies with the AI. So already the healthcare professionals. So now what is expected? They can think about how AI diagnostic tools, the radiology AI systems, electronic health record analysis. So this creates a opportunity to engineering graduates into these domains. But the hurdle here is the computer science students only know AI, but they don't know anything about the finance and pharma and biotechnology. So here, the minor concept that we have added into our curriculum, the minor and major and open electives and the MDM baskets will help students to go into these new domains. So in NAP 2020, through the MDM basket, we can provide different domain knowledge skills to our computer engineering students and electronics engineering students in the field of law and finance. The manufacturing sector is improving with digital 4.0 and 5.0, where the robotic process automation, predictive maintenance is adopted in all the firms. So manufacturing sector is another good opportunity for our students with AI technology. So jobs are available in the industry, but the requirements are changing, the skill sets are changing, and this is due to the significant or high impact of AI in all these domains. So AI have influenced all the industries. So industry have already adapted the AI and ICT tools at a certain extent, and now it's responsibility of the education sector, schools and higher education sectors to adopt AI and prepare our students for future jobs, not only to use the technology, but also to develop the technology, contribute for improvement of the technology. And if you refer the different reports of Gartner, McKinsey, or Deloitte, such predictions are available, how the industry is changing. So this is in line with for engineering students. So we need to acquire the skills for AI product development and innovations. So already different initiatives are taken. And if you see the statistics in India, majority of the startups, the entrepreneurs are in the domain of uh, something as a service. So uh, service is available. So technology service is available. For example, uh, the yellow.ai or aura.ai or the different startups, Byju's is an AI-based startup, or there are many such platforms available in the finance domain. So how we can contribute for development of these new products and innovations. So we need to identify the skill gap and how we can prepare a new policy. So there are some statistics which shows that there is a growing demand for AI skill set, but only 16% of Indian graduates are AI job ready. So there is a lot of work is remaining. So major gap is in tier 2 and tier 3 cities due to poor access to AI education and infrastructure. So again, it gives a gap where we need to work on. Gender gap is given. So only 22% part is women employees in AI workspace. So based on these statistics, governments, the NASSCOM, the organizations are planning different policies, and government have taken initiatives. So PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana, AICT internship, Samagra Shiksha. So these are different initiatives government is taking, and the focus is on how we can improve how we can make the youth AI enabled or technology enabled. So already initiatives are taken. The current global trends. So if we think about artificial intelligence, so advanced countries like US, they have already taken initiatives, and 65% of universities integrating AI into core academic and support systems. So the penetration is very good, 65%. Even China, so AI is central to the smart education strategies, and they are uh, preparing AI labs and different platforms for their students. The same is thing for applicable for UK and the European countries. And what we have seen in last 1 or 2 years, in India also, we are adopting the different AI tools for gradings and plagiarism detection. And now universities are also making this as a policy, how AI can be used in different teaching learning processes, examination works, and administration works. So it is already started. So if you see the higher education market, so these predictions are available. So from 2023 to 2033, the predictions for different solutions and services are mentioned. And the CAGR is very huge, 32%. And the forecasted market, educational market, is approximately $26 billion. So this is a need. This graph shows what are the employability opportunities. What are the different domains where we can initiate new startups. So how we can promote our, make our students entrepreneurs. This is a very good opportunity for India to enter into the adoption and development of AI and increase the overall GDP of our country. Okay, so we have discussed 3 points. What is the technology adoption? What are the factors influencing technology adoption? The examples of how ICT is penetrated in India, and then we have seen what is the impact of AI, how the skill sets are changing, how the organizations are changing, how integration of AI with all domains is essential, and we cannot deny the adoption of AI because the entire world is changing. So we need to understand the impact. We need to identify the crucial parts and how effectively we can adopt AI into academia. So in this next part, I have identified some of the applications of AI in academia. Okay, so this is a diagram where few points are highlighted. So customized student support system, then instruction facilitation, effective research work, predictive analytics, tracking student performance, self-learning, various learning pathways. So there are different ways we can adopt AI and integrate in the education system. So teaching learning process, self-learning, tracking student performance, and research work, as well as administrative work. Everywhere we can use AI to improve our productivity. So when in institute, a college is adopting AI, the ultimate goal is how to integrate the technology AI to improve the productivity of the organization, how to improve productivity of the faculty, students, and how to benefit all the stakeholders of the institute. So there are again some different applications are possible. So increase accessibility and inclusivity, customize learning and teaching, then produce intelligent tools. I will discuss these one by one. Personalized learning, then respond to frequently asked questions and promote collaboration. So there are different ways we can adopt AI. Okay, so first thing is how we can adopt artificial intelligence in curriculum development. So first is integration of AI concepts and tools in computer science, business, and liberal arts curriculum. Not only these, I can say we need to integrate the AI concepts and tools to all the domains of laws, healthcare, and arts, where the individual can use AI tools with their domain knowledge to increase the productivity. Apart from AI, we need to understand what are the ethical concerns in AI. So explainable AI is very much important in the fields of law and healthcare, where it explains the end obtained results. So AI is now an essential part for all the domains. Computer science and engineering students can think for development, but whereas other can think for how to work, how to complete their work effectively. Second part is how we can use the artificial intelligence models. So here the concepts of natural language processing and machine learning models or deep learning models, how we can use these models for curriculum improvements. So if a AI tool is available, which can search what are the current job market needs and trends through different websites and get the employers and learners feedback. And based on this, it suggests how to modify the curriculum. So this is a normal manual practice in education institutes where we are doing these things manually. So we conduct surveys, we ask our alumni, employers regarding how to improve the curriculum, but this is a automation of this activity. So in this case, we can take a survey of huge number of employers, alumni, and again search the market trends, the employment opportunities available, how they are changing weekly or monthly, and then the tool will suggest the curriculum improvement. So this is very good. This is something fantastic. So a dynamic syllabus updation is possible with AI technology. Second is how we can use in teaching learning process. So there are different ways. The most important is find out the student's attention level with the use of different gadgets. So the student attention level decreased very drastically in recent years. According to a research, the students can focus up to only 7 minutes. So we can use such artificial intelligence tools where they can track their eyes and positions and their emotions and find out their attention level, and it will help the teacher to deliver the lecture. Then AI-based adaptive learning platforms are helping students and faculties to understand the difficulty levels of the examinations and how easily the student is, or I can say, each student has a different learning ability and learning style. And if an AI platform is available to understand the student's learning ability and learning style, then we can prepare the teaching learning process in a different way for different students. So this is a very good idea. Normally we are teaching to 60 to 80 students, and we are planning, normally a teacher delivers for average students. So here we can plan the teaching learning process as well as the evaluation process, a different teaching learning process and a different evaluation for different students based on their abilities. A recommendation engine is a very good idea which suggests the supplementary videos, reading, and MOOCs. Now, a lot of videos and documents are available, and it is a very challenging task to identify a suitable video based on our level of understanding. So a recommendation engine is a very good idea. So in more generally, we can say student attention levels, AI, adaptive learning platforms, and recommendation system help us to uh, for help us to provide a personalized learning environment. So this is a very good term. So personalized learning environment for each students. So teachers can use the AI dashboards to fine-tune their delivery, and even AI co-teacher can assist in lab demos, question and answer session, or find out the explanation for complex topics. So visiting a library and going through different books. Now this task is easy with use of ICT tools and AI-enabled tools. So the effectiveness of faculty delivery will be uh, will be better with the AI tools. Now we can use in AI in assessments, evaluations. So preparing different quizzes, MCQ questions. Again, this is very easy with AI tools. Even we can prepare a ready-made questions, a question bank. So whether generating ready-made questions or MCQ is good or bad, there is a question of debate. Even students are using different AI tools to give or prepare the answers. So many times the faculties feel that use of such AI-enabled tools to complete their assignments and project work is not a good thing. But here we can think in a different perspective. Instead of giving a level 1, so Bloom's level 1 questions, which focus on only remembering and understanding, now we can ask questions from higher levels of Bloom taxonomy, where each student can use the AI tools in a different way and come up with a different solution. For example, if someone is preparing assignment for computer networks, then instead of asking, uh, write a short note on OSI reference model or explain XYZ protocol, now they can ask to design a protocol, or they can give an assignment on a real-time case study where they can use AI tools and simulators and go on a higher level of designing, evaluating, creating something new. So now we cannot avoid the use of AI tools. The only thing is the level of assignments and the level of examinations need to be increased. Now, this again gives another way of improving education system, that we need to minimize the theory examination weightage. So written theory examination weightage. Many time in many autonomous and autonomous institutes and universities, till 80% assessment and evaluation is based on the theory examination, whereas only 20% is given for in-semester evaluation based on case study and projects. But now we can change it. So project-based learning, problem-based learning, obviously with use of these tools, can help student and faculties to go in more depth. So we have adopted technology in different fields. We are using the vehicles. We cannot avoid use of vehicles. We cannot avoid use of computers in different fields. Similarly, we cannot avoid AI in these fields. So instead of resisting adoption, the better way is adopt it and go in more detail and think about the future, how we can design new products and services. With the help of this kind of AI tools, deep learning AI services, proctoring tools are available where online assessment and evaluation is possible. It is already adopted by some universities. Then multimodal assessment frameworks integrating with the visual, audio, and behavioral data is possible. Adaptive testing platforms to adjust the difficulty level as per student progression is possible. So in a way, so my perception towards AI is we must use the AI tools as a faculty to uh, conduct the exam to plan the exams and design the exams evaluation in a such a that students can use the AI technologies to solve complex problems. Our first PO. So apply the knowledge of engineering and the specific domain to solve complex engineering problems. Previously, uh, many times students fails to identify complex engineering problems, but this is the way where we can identify complex problems and deal the complex problems which are not attempted previously in a different way through AI tools, because AI tools gives different perceptions. Okay, apart from the curriculum development and the teaching learning process, so this can help in student support services. So the institutes and universities with high intake, they can design AI chatbots to address the common student queries, then personalized alerts for students and faculties is also beneficial regarding the class updates, the deadlines, and performance status. Now again, the personalized alerts. So when we are talking about AI, so AI technology will reach to end users through some application, and this may be a web application or this may be a mobile application. So previously, the computer engineering students only focus on uh, learning codings applicable to designing web applications, mobile applications alone. But now they need to integrate AI into the mobile applications and web applications. So like a mobile app, which is beneficial for all the students of a particular college for class updates and deadlines and performance status. AI-based scheduling systems to optimize faculty-student meetings times, even faculty meetings times. Translation AI tools for international students to overcome the language barriers. Now, this is again beneficial to many institutes for foreign national students. Feedback aggregation. So previously we are taking either a manual or maybe we are taking through some web page, the student satisfactions surveys. We are conducting course exit surveys. We are conducting NAC satisfaction survey and so many. And then we manually go through the details to identify what is the common feedback, what are the plus and weaknesses, some kind of a SWOT analysis. But here AI tools can help us to summarize, aggregate the feedbacks given by different stakeholders, not only students, but all the stakeholders. Then sentiment analysis tools are beneficial to detect the mental health issues for students as well as the other stakeholders. So the AI is available, AI tool is available for student support services, for alerts to get basic information, some FAQs to sentiment analysis. And all these parts, so as a faculty member, we can think how we can adopt these tools in our routine life, as well as these are the research directions for a computer or engineering student to develop new tools. So this can be a project to prepare a feedback aggregator and summarization tool in an education institute, a sentiment analysis tool to find out mental health of a student, a mobile application for alerts for class updates. So these are, we can say, different uh, student projects titles we can contribute for development of AI. AI again is beneficial for research publications and support. So research, we are talking about, we are more focusing on academic research where students and faculties are showing the scholarship and sincerity. And in many institutes and universities, publication is mandatory for students and faculties. So we can take help from artificial intelligence tools in uh, preparing or doing our research. So topic discovery engines. So many times for a beginner, it is difficult to find out a research gap, but here we can use the AI discovery engines where they find out what is the trend going on and find out a specific area for exploration. So if you broadly categorize the work going on in last 1 century, basically two models focused more. One is technology push and second is market pull. So technology push is the era where the inventions in science contribute for development of new products. And we have seen the inventions of television, radio frequency, and other things. But now this is the era of market pull where customer, the end user is asking for. So this is a difference trend. This is a change in the behavior. We are not only focusing on inventions in science, but already we have some inventions in science and how we can use these inventions, how we can combine these inventions together, and we can go for innovation. The innovation can be a technology innovation, or the innovation can be a business innovation. So we can use AI for different business innovations. So doing, if someone is interested, a beginner is started doing research, this is a very good AI is, we can say, assistant available. We can suggest the trends and find out a particular area which need to be explored instead of doing contribution in already a crowded area. AI assisted manuscript drafting, I think this is the major use the students are doing. The GPT tools, the Gen AI tools they are using to prepare their assignments, but the way they are using is again on level 1, I can say. We can use the chat GPT in a different level. And so AI, the word is AI assisted. It is not recommended that we can use the tool and submit the end result as it is. So we need to think AI is the assistant. AI is, we can say, genie to help us to complete our task. Then plagiarism checkers are very much important. This is a very serious issue. So we need to detect the, the, the plagiarism part, not only from the content similarity, but also the semantic similarity. Semantic, so the semantic means what? The concept is already published and we are only writing in a different way. So the content and semantic similarity we can identify. Then selection of a journal. So for a beginner, these are very challenging tasks. How to find out a topic, how to find out a research gap, how to find out a suitable journal, how to write the abstract, how to write the methodology. So AI is a very good assistant to doing all these tasks. But we need to ask the correct questions to the AI and get the correct benefit. Submission of the summary given by AI tools as it is in terms of a research paper or assignment is not a good idea. So we need to avoid this. So again, this is a drastic shift. The role of teacher is now again changing. Give assignments and projects in such a way that student can go on a higher level and they can use the AI tools, but they need to understand the basic concepts and domain knowledge in such a way that they can use the better and efficient use of AI tools. Language and grammar enhancement is again everywhere very much beneficial to many students and faculties. peer review assistance. So many times the rejection at the level of editor happens with a beginner. So if such tools are available, then the tools will give review comments for same improvement before the submission. There are different ways we can use it. So, and my personal opinion is we cannot avoid it, but we can use it effectively to go in more depth, and instead of writing the assignments and papers in a very simple way, we can explore the things which are not solved previously. So there are very AI tools and platforms available. Chat GPT, Gradescope. I have listed few, but there are many such tools are already available, and we have already started using all these tools. So this part focused on how we can use AI into curriculum development, integration into teaching learning pedagogy, assessment and evaluation methodologies, and research. And already many universities have started use. Now we can think about in a big perspective how we can use the integration into overall development of the institute. So there are multiple ways we can adopt AI. So vision and mission statements emphasize digital transformation and AI readiness. So there are 2 points. We need to change the vision and mission statements based on the impact of AI that we have discussed previously. The Western universities, the universities in US have adopted artificial intelligence. Now the vision statement and the mission statement that we have drafted previously maybe need a revision. So AI readiness is an essential part in all the vision and mission statements of an education institute. Because if we see the national education policies and the sustainable development goals and Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana, government is focusing more on AI readiness, IoT, blockchain technologies. So we need to change the vision and mission statements. Then the IQAC and BOS AI integration. So the IQAC cell, they can think about, they can initiate new quality assurance processes with the help of AI technologies. The Board of Studies also can think about how to integrate the AI into the processes. We need cross-departmental AI committees. So this is a common practice in Western universities. So last semester, one professor from France, Germany visited our department, and they have already following these practices where cross-departmental committees are formed for AI implementation, and ethics is an important part. So AI ethics. So even the courses are added regarding the ethical issues in AI. Institutional AI roadmaps need to be prepared. So we are preparing the institute strategic plans. So what is our institute strategic plan regarding the adoption of AI? Faculty and student innovation culture. So we can focus on AI-focused hackathons, clubs, and innovation cells and creativity. And ethical guidelines for AI use. Policy need to be developed at the institute level. So we need to revisit the vision, mission, quality processes, different cross department committees, and prepare the roadmap for artificial intelligence adoption. So AI is beneficial for continuous learning and reskilling, and it is focused on individual learning paths. So personalized learning paths. So AI can understand and plan a learner's goals based on his liking, his abilities and capabilities. So personalized learning path for each individual is possible. So analysis of each individual is possible. Skill gap analysis. So here AI tool access current competencies and highlight gaps related to industry job roles for a particular student or a particular department. What kind of competencies and they are required and where is the gap? Previously, we are doing this manually, but now if we provide the current curriculum, the current policies, assignments, and the job roles available in the market, and even the AI tools can search on the web and find out the current job roles. And for different job roles, they find out what the competencies required and they can highlight gap very easily. Then we can use different MOOC platforms, which is already initiated, and even government and NBA is also focusing on use of different MOOC platforms. Micro credentials and digital badges, this is something important. So through, I have already mentioned this point, through MDMs, through open electives, we can promote these extra credits. Then career transition assistance. AI tools can suggest the alternative careers based on their interest and trends and skill matches. So all these are, we can say, future trends. Maybe AI tools are not available for all these things. This is again, we can say, a research direction, research topics for computer engineering or IT professionals and students to think about developing these kind of tools. So all these points are uh, research projects. Real-time progress monitoring is possible where visual learning activity performance can be projected. So the department heads, the principals and deans can take the decisions based on the progress continuously. We can use AI in accreditation process, which many times we are doing manually. And there are some tools available, computer software tools are available, but yet the AI is not integrated in many tools available. Like we can use AI assisted COPO attainment calculators. We can map the course progress dynamically. So all these are beneficial for a faculty to increase its productivity, because in many surveys it is reported that the faculty student interaction time is less than 50%. Many times the faculties are more than 50% of the time faculties are busy with these kind of a task, co-curricular tasks. So real-time student portfolio generation, then effective use of Bloom's taxonomy, then visual dashboard for OB reporting. So faculty can use all these technologies available. There are only few tools are available for all these technologies. So there is scope to integrate AI into conventional, we can say, ERP system for all these things. Career guidance and placement. AI career mapping tool suggests personalized career paths based on the student's interests and the skills level. Then resume building is possible with the AI driven tools. Again, this is beneficial for recruiters also. So automated matching of students with the job profiles. Mock interviews are already started, and even we can ask our students to use the AI mock interview tools for preparation. Again, there is a scope for alumni employment tracking, predictive analytics of campus placement trends. So all these are administrative tools. So we must use these tools to increase our productivity, because our main job is to uh, reskill ourselves or learn new skills instead of putting more time in basic administrative or repetitive tasks. So if you see all these tasks, the COPO mapping or curriculum design or student analysis, are not directly contributing to learning new skills, but we have to do it. So AI will help us to do all these things. So long back, maybe 10 years ago, we have used Moodle, we have using emails, we are using video conferencing tools to increase our productivity. The same way, we need to use AI to increase our productivity. AI in language labs and communication is again important to improve proficiency in a particular language. Then speech recognition systems for oral examinations, NPL tools, that is natural language processing tools for writing improvement and feedback, AI generated transcripts and summarizes for lectures. So many ways we can use the tools and technologies to do the co-curricular activities and get support from this. Interdisciplinary education or multidisciplinary education is something that we are talking about from a decade, but still there are challenges because the computer students find it difficult to interact with the mechanical student, or even integration of engineering and social science is important. So IIT Bombay, Sitara Group focus on such kind of initiatives. How we can integrate engineering knowledge with the social science, because this is the era where engineering, the technology, science can contribute for betterment of the society. So invention focus on how we can contribute to improve the knowledge of science. But now I can say this is the era where the inventions and innovations can contribute for development of a better society. So integration, so learning knowledge, acquiring knowledge from different domains is a challenging task, and AI can help us for such kind of interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary education. So a computer student, if he's interested and he want to develop something in the climate modeling or financial domain, some maybe stock market prediction, or want to do something into health sciences or laws, so it is difficult to uh, understand the domain knowledge. So AI tools can help us to get the domain knowledge and help us to formulate new problems. So I'm talking about formulate new problems. So many times the engineering graduates and beginners focus on how we can use AI to solve a problem. But what I am suggesting here is how we can use AI to formulate a problem in a different domain in a multidisciplinary way. So problem formulation is easy with the help of AI. And when we are doing research, when we are doing some projects, so instead of taking a topic from a particular journal, which is focusing on some topics for their national importance, it's better to find out the topics which are important for our nation and our surrounding, and formulate a new problem, and then we can attempt with a new way or new technology. So in this way, AI will help society for betterment. Many times engineering graduates are unaware about the environmental factors and society, or we are learning the engineering concepts and technology in isolation mode. So this is the opportunity where we can understand how the technology, engineering, and society are collaborating, and then we can think about new problem formulations and solutions. AI technologies are available for text to speech, speech to text, for visually enabled, impaired students and faculties, or any person. So we can use AI tutors, we can use AI tools to deal with different mental diseases. This is again a way we can help different students and different end users with the help of AI technology. We can use AI to decrease the dropout how we can reduce it. So some early warning systems for academic distress or different sentiment analysis tools. We can plan for personalized remedial learning to the weak, we can say slow learners where they are weak a particular subject. So AI, ICT technologies promote more on self-learning. They can provide more support for personalized learning. They provide more support for a lifelong learning. So these are the tools available because a faculty mentor is not always available for all the students. So with the help of these AI assisted tools, each student can learn by its pace. So we can tackle different learning abilities and learning styles. I think student feedback systems, I think I have already discussed this. So we can summarize the student feedbacks. Alumni engagement, this is again possible with AI tools. I think we already discussed. Okay, so what we have discussed is how AI we can use in different ways in education, OBE culture, then how we can propose a new quality initiatives, how we can use to think for uh, re visiting our vision and mission and policy statements. So overall, how we can make the youth AI enabled. So when we are focusing any technology, we must prepare a technology adoption framework roadmap. And I have prepared a roadmap for this. So this is not customized. Each individual and institute can need to customize it. So first phase is awareness and readiness regarding the AI. So we need to conduct AI awareness workshop for faculty, students, and administrators. So administrators, many times we miss, but faculty, students, and administrators, because administrators are policymakers and they are one who responsible for policy making, providing funds and infrastructure. So AI awareness workshop. Second is uh, auditing regarding the current digital infrastructure available and the status, the readiness for AI deployment. So when we're adopting any new technology, so how we need to integrate with the existing technology is important part. And again, this is a very good opportunity for students, all engineering students, so they can work on this part. So integrating new technology in the existing framework. So what are the strength and weaknesses, how we can adopt it? Then AI adoption committee for academic, technical, administrative stakeholders. Then we need to align our AI vision with NEP 2020, then SDGs and institutional goals. So we need to reframe it. Identify pilot departments. So this is again important. Many times institute starts implementation, drastic change, but the pilot implementations are important. And there is scope to partner with some edutech platforms. The first step is uh, check the readiness, create awareness among all the stakeholders, and take the visionary decisions how we can adopt the technology with respect to the national education policies and sustainable development goals, align the institutional goals. Then second part is capacity building and skill development. So I think in the first part only, I have mentioned the technology adoption and the theories and the roadmap for ICT, how we adopted. So now this is roadmap for AI integration. Then organizing faculty development programs. I think we are a part of this. Then encourage faculty and staff to go for AI certifications, introduce AI literacy models for students regardless of discipline, then interdisciplinary AI clubs and innovation cells, establish AI ethics, and launch AI electives. if you see the technologies of 2050, then the technology we cannot say only computer technology. Many times the beginners or end users feels that technology means computer technology. No. Now, if you see the Gartner strategic technology list or the different technologies available by Harvard Business Review, that one technology is integrated multiple different technologies. Let's take an example of uh, let's take an example of a smartphone. So smartphone is one technology which is the integration of multiple different other technologies. Let's say first is, or we can use the word sub-technology. So touchscreen is one sub-technology that enables smartphone technology, and development of touchscreen is a research done in a material science. Then is integrated with camera, which is again something related to electronics domain. Then the memory cards and high-speed processors, again related to electronics part. Then different operating systems were developed. Again, this belongs to computer science. Mobile apps are available. Again, belongs to computer science. Different networking protocols are designed. Communication, students. So material science, research from material science, computer, electronics, communication come together, and they have given a very good technology, smartphone. So there are multiple such technologies that are integrated. So multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approach is required when we are talking about new technologies. So all the technologies of 2050 are not isolated, they are integrated with multiple disciplines. So multidisciplinary baskets, minors, and open electives will help students to understand the fundamental concepts from other disciplines. So pilot systems, we can think for some AI-based proctoring mechanism, maybe grading system or student analytics, or some chatbots or tools for plagiarism detection. So we can start in all the domains: curriculum development, to teaching learning process, to assessment, to interaction with the alumni, to the OBE, IQAC. So we can start in a pilot basis, and we can effectively use the AI platforms in all these domains. Then third part comes in integration of different small pilot projects and scaling up. So we need to integrate the learning management systems with artificial intelligence. We can use the Moodle and Google Classroom or the locally developed applications with AI. Then expand AI to all administrative units of an institute: finance, HR, attendance, admissions, library, hostel management. The the librarian can project the need of different books in a particular domain. The finance guys can predict the income, and they can work on the balance sheets. AI-based predictive analytics for dropout prevention and personal learning, I think we already discussed. Project-based learning, which focus on different domains like laws and business and pharmacy and biotechnology. Then scale up with different center of excellence with industry and academic partner in the field of AI, which is focusing on different domains. And then we can think about outcome-based education and accreditation process from the perspective of AI. Then next is how we can use AI governance frameworks. Now we need to focus on the privacy and data ethics and security aspect, transparency aspects. How we can think about how AI impact on learning outcomes and engagement and productivity. We need to form different advisory boards because altogether different part. So AI is influencing all the activities of a higher education institute. So we need experts on different boards from BOS to IQAC, focusing on AI. So I think many insurance and finance domains, they recruit experts from computer domain on their advisory boards because computerization is important. So similar way, uh, uh, we need to change the board of studies or academic council structures if required, because AI is integral part of all this. And instead of discussing only on the curriculum aspects, the contents aspect, so AI readiness, AI integration in all the stakeholders usage from curriculum, teaching, learning, assessment, to multidisciplinary domain projects, how we can inculcate. So we need all the experts. Then how we can use AI for psychology, or how we can offer student certifications and micro credentials. I think we already discussed. So it is important. And the last one is innovations and global collaborations. So once AI is integral part of any higher education, then global collaborations is possible with different international institutes, industries, and we can uh, collaborate with them to uh, learn new technologies integrations. So Intel AI for Youth, or I think Intel AI Workforce is scheme is available, and they have starting with all these things. So this is scale up at global level. So I have just mentioned year 1 and 2, but this is need to be customized for each institute and depending on its status. So awareness and readiness is the first phase where we need to finalize the AI policies and baseline audits. Capacity building, faculty training is important. Pilot implementation, we are focusing on some functional area of higher education with AI tools. Then scale up at institute level. Then level 5 governance, where all the aspects of the institute can be covered. And then global collaboration. And then we can set up a target in terms of years or months. Then if we think about how the AI is linked with sustainable development goals. So I have just given a small linkage between all this. So what is the AI trend? So we discuss about personalized learning and adaptive systems. So it is mapping with quality education and reduce inequalities. So if you see the details I have mentioned, so AI tailors educational content and pacing to individual learners, including those with diverse abilities and backgrounds. So this promotes equality access, quality education to all the stakeholders, the students. So AI for administrative efficiency, it is uh, it is mapping to industry innovation and infrastructure, and it's a digital responsible consumption and production. So where we are automating tasks like enrollment, admission, scheduling, record keeping, and some institute like VIT have already adopted these kind of infrastructure facilities while lowering the paper and energy across the academic institutions. So I think already many institutes have adopted ERP system. So what we are going ahead with ERP system. So integrating of AI into all these ERP or even CRM systems. If you think about next AI trend is AI driven research and innovation. So we can think about how can AI support rapid data analysis, scientific modeling. So collaboration with different institutes is possible for interdisciplinary work, for environmental kind of a work. AI for sustainability education. So climate action is important. So different use of different simulators, virtual labs, visualizers. We can think about such kind of complex projects of climate and environmental change. And then we can cultivate such kind of awareness among students, the faculties and students. Then I think we have discussed this language translation, speech recognition will help us to for AI powered inclusion and accessibility tools. So it reduces the inequalities. So education will reach to all the stakeholders with some disabilities and some language barriers. So generative AI and content development, again, it helps us to create new materials, new learning resources than the traditional. This is again a possible. Assessment and feedback system, I think we have discussed previously. This is again beneficial to summarize it or even personalized feedback. That is also possible. So this kind of frameworks, they are beneficial. Smart campus management using AI. So recently in 2025 NBA evaluation SAR format change, they're asking education institute to map the curriculum with sustainable development goals. So this is a guideline where we can easily map our AI trend with SDGs. So we can map the curriculum with SDGs. So previously, clean energy and all these things, only civil engineering is focusing and electrical engineering students are focusing on clean energy. But now even uh, computer science students can also think about how to design IoT systems for building and monitoring the energy usage, and we can contribute to reduce the carbon footprints. So this is not only related to only civil engineering or electrical engineering, but only computer science and IT students also can contribute for this SDG. Now, in line with the SDG, Atmanirbhar Bharat is another initiative government is taken. So why I am mapping all these initiatives? Because government have taken, the ministries and the UGC, MBA have taken initiatives for SDGs and Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So we need to map these initiatives with these government initiatives. So self-reliance in knowledge creation. So this AI curriculum development can help us to find out the need of new skills. They can focus on interdisciplinary educations, and we can create new knowledge which is required. And research is basically finding something unknown. This is knowledge creation. So knowledge creation is a first step, and then integrating knowledge we can think for development of a new technology. Then linguistic inclusivity and digital empowerment is another part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and these AI powered platforms enable us to do for using speech recognition and adaptive interface with different Indian languages. So there are multiple tools coming up where they are supporting Indian regional languages. So this is possible with the help of AI. So Google Translate, so speech recognition tools, they are beneficial. Then IPR is another important part, intellectual property generation and innovation leadership. So more than 80%, or I can say 90% patents filed in India are from the innovators outside the India. So there is a lot of scope to go with development of creation of different IPR and patents. And here the research area is developing small language models. So many times computer related students heard about LLMs, large language models, but they need a huge computational capacity. So now this is a new trend coming up with a concept called as small language models. And these small language models can help us to solve different problems for different institutes. Then next is administrative automation. So Indian developer AI platforms are available for admission, student services. EduTech platforms are available, which are very much transparency issues are handled and they are responsive. Government have already taken initiatives. Similarly, we can prepare a small scale model at our institute level. bridging the digital divide. So AI will help us to reach the knowledge to rural and remote education levels. Already we have discussed the SWAYAM and NPTEL courses, and different virtual labs are available for students. So one philosophy says there is nothing like teaching, there is only learning. And already experimentations are conducted on there is only learning. So if you provide resources to the end user, they will explore different ways of learning. Only we need to provide the required infrastructure and resources, and if possible, some guidelines. Then employment readiness and local industry alignment. So the industry is changing towards agri-tech, health tech, green tech initiatives. And I have already mentioned more than 90% startups are in this domain where something is available as a service. A lot of initiatives are already available through mobile app and websites. So MSME is supporting all these kind of startups, and AI is an essential part in all these startups. Then another part in line with Atmanirbhar Bharat is responsible innovation and cultural contextualization. So ethical parts, Data Protection Act, these are important, and these frameworks ensure cultural sensitivity and transparency. Then entrepreneurships and indigenous innovations. So I have already mentioned this is similar to the previous one, where multiple tools are available, and more than 2000 incubators are there in HNIs who are focusing on the commercializations of tools. And commercializations and innovations, again, multidisciplinary knowledge is required, and more focus is in agriculture, healthcare, and defense sectors. Defense sector, I think, only slightly focused, but agriculture and healthcare sector is more focus. So we are now reaching to the last part of this session, and here we are focusing on what if AI is not adopted in Indian higher education sector. So I have mentioned the categories and the current consequences without AI, and what are the future predictions. So if we don't adopt AI, so if you focus on teaching methods, so if see the future predictions, if we fail, then dropout rates will increase because Gen Z and alpha learners uh, need AI based tools for their supports and to uh, tackle these new learners learning style. A traditional pen and pencil will not work for all these new learners. Learning experience, then personalized learning is important, and student-centric learning is possible only with the help of AI. Manually, this is difficult because we need to uh, deal with 60 to 100 students. One faculty need to do with 60 to 100 students. Evaluations and exams, again, uh, if we are going for a large scale and transparent assessments, AI is required, and we need proctored examinations and interview processes uh, for future evaluations. Then administrative efficiency, yes, we need to go with digital governance targets to minimize the administrative burden on the faculties. We need to increase the faculty productivity. So faculty, if we give more time the faculty for student engagement and innovation by reducing the other co-curricular activities with the help of AI, then faculty will think for new innovations. The faculty and students will think for new technologies, not only adoption, but how to develop new technology. That is a missing part right now. Skill development. So if we fail to adopt AI, then India will produce only degree holders, but they will not be job ready because all industry are expecting AI, IoT, and all these new technology ready graduates. Then inclusion and equity. So this is again a government initiative. So learners from tribal, rural, and differently abled groups are excluded from the equality education opportunity. The government is focusing from that perspective. Research innovation. Citation is only one part, but global ranking, startup innovation index is possible with the help of technology adoption. AI is part, but we need to adopt other technologies also. Global competitiveness. Okay, so we can integrate with new global MNCs with the help of only technology. Without AI, this is not possible at all. A national education policy goals, NEP targets possible only with the help of technology adoption. Without that, it is not possible at all. So I have tried to align with SDG and tried to predict some future prediction if we fail to adopt AI. And we have already such case studies where the individual fails to or the institution fails to adopt the new technology, have paid a huge price. And there are many examples. The common examples are Xerox and Nokia. So we don't have an option. My view is adoption of AI technology is must. Now the only question remains is how effectively we adopt in education sector to increase the productivity, increase the innovations culture, and meet the national visions like national education policy and Atmanirbhar Bharat and SDG goals. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for delivering such an insightful session. Sir has elaborated the journey of ICT stages and their adoption in education and research. Sir has also explained the impact of AI and how it has shifted to cognitive and creative skills. Sir also emphasized on continuous learning and digital adaptability. AI in curriculum development. Sir also focused on advanced integration of AI in institutional vision and culture. Sir also shown us on the other side also. What if AI is not adapted in higher education? So thank you very much, sir, for this overall engaging session. Now, I request the participants and the platform is open for question and answers. If any of the participants wish to ask certain questions, they can ask questions to sir.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, participants, the platform is open to ask the questions. So we have the question about sharing the PPTs. So definitely we will share the PPTs to the participants. With this, now we had come to the last section for the day. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. I, Dr. Karuna Bhosle, take this privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's inaugural session of the Faculty Development Program on Unlock the Power of AI in Education and Research. On behalf of the Department of First Year Engineering and the entire organizing team, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you who made this opening session a memorable one. We are deeply grateful to the Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust for their continuous support and encouragement. We especially thank to our trust members, Vice Chancellor Sir and Pro Vice Chancellor Sir for fostering a culture of academic growth and innovation. First and foremost, I would like to thank our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Amol Admute Sir, for his insightful and thought-provoking session on AI in higher education, trends and prospects. Your deep expertise and clarity have helped set the tone for what we hope will be engaging and transformative FDP. A heartfelt thanks to all the directors, deans, HODs, faculty colleagues, and all the participants who have joined us from various parts of the country. A sincere word of appreciation goes to our respected conveners, Dr. R.G. Biradar and Dr. Mayur Jakete, for their meticulous planning, visionary approach, and unwavering dedication in curating this program. Your leadership has been instrumental in bringing this initiative to life. Last but not least, a big thank you to the technical and support team working tirelessly behind the scene to ensure a seamless experience for all. Let us carry forward this energy and insights from today as we embark on this 2-week journey of collaborative learning and discovery. Thank you once again, all of you, and wishing you a productive and engaging FDP ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you all the participants once again. Hello.
Thank you, madam.